The Combine in Indianapolis just ended. Jameis Winston, former Heisman Trophy winner, quarterback for Florida State, the supposed #1 pick in the draft, threw at the Combine and threw very well. He also gave a number of interviews, and the word is he interviewed very well with just about everybody. There are some people who are now saying that Jameis Winston is very, very similar coming out of college to, of all people, Peyton Manning. Do you see the comparison?
Well, I think a lot of that was based on Steve. See, I can be serious. I could even put on my new reading glasses because you have reading glasses all the time.
I do.
You put them on. Hey, I like these. I'm
like
going
them.
for a Von Miller kind of look. Is this a Von Miller kind of look?
It works, yeah.
Von Miller? How did we get to Von Miller? But I can see perfectly. I can see perfectly over there. I can read blue on the teleprompter now.
I'm thrilled for you.
Yeah. Steve Mariucci did a John Gruden kind of thing with him, and he drew up a play, and I think it was a Florida State play. And he said, "Tell me everything that's going on here." And he went through everything perfectly. Here's what I want my running back to do. This is where it's a touchdown, because I think he said, Mariucci said to him, if you probably look at it online, that he had all where his receivers were going to be. This is a touchdown, this is a touchdown, this is going to pick up a first down. And Mariucci said at the end of it, "That's amazing, kid. Young man, you're amazing."
So high football IQ.
Everybody that talked to him, well, I shouldn't say everybody, people who talked to him have said since then that, and the Broncos didn't interview him, by the way, if you just want to know.
Well, you have
limited number of interviews at the Combine, and the Broncos, for instance,
you get 15.
Talked to Max Williams out of University of Minnesota.
The tight end,
top tight end in the draft. A bad year of tight ends, by the way. And he probably would grade out as a upper second round, but the Broncos are right in the first round. I could see them doing as they did with Derek Wolfe and trading back. Winston, Mariucci publicly said he had a high football IQ. People who talked to him felt like the questions they asked him, high football IQ. There was even one reference that I saw that he had the best football IQ of anybody coming out since Peyton Manning. Difference, I would say, there are a number of differences. Peyton always has been a historian of the game, so he can talk about the history of the game. Number two, Peyton went to school for 4 years. Winston didn't. 2 years? Is that right? He came out. I don't think he's as smart as Peyton Manning outside the game of football, because Peyton has never gotten into trouble.
Well, yeah, I mean, the character issue right there. The similarities.
But we're talking about football IQ.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't put him in that class.
How can you?
Peyton Manning,
Peyton
Manning changed the game when he was in college. That's where, if you go back and look in college, he was doing that.
The gesticulating?
He was moving people around. He was doing stuff. This was not a guy that just started that about halfway through his career. He has always been so aware. So Winston has a bigger arm than Manning coming out. He has had more success. Manning never beat Florida in his 4 years. He never won a national championship when Winston's done. Manning didn't win the Heisman Trophy. Yeah. He finished second to defensive player, Woodson. Winston won a Heisman Trophy, won a national championship, has only lost one game, I think. Didn't he only lose? Yeah, he only lost one game.
No, they lost 2 this past year.
Yeah, okay, 2 games. Yeah, 2 games in his career. Manning didn't have that kind of record. Manning got to see the bowls.
You know, what I would tell the people who are comparing Jameis Winston to Peyton Manning already, pump the brakes a little here.
No, don't pump the brakes. Stop the car. Get out. Get out.
The car and get out.
You're not even close.
That's a better way to put it.
There's no way that Winston's in Peyton Manning's class as a football IQ guy. He's coming out of school early. He doesn't have all of the tools mentally that Peyton Manning had.
Well, and the character stuff is huge. Yeah. I mean, come on. Has Peyton ever gotten into one bit of trouble in his 17 years in the NFL?
Yeah, I think singing Chicken Parm. I love chicken parm.
Not one bit of trouble. Jameis Winston can't stay out of trouble. I mean, 3 or 4 celebrated cases out of college. So, yeah, pump the brakes, get out of the car. In fact, sell the car. You shouldn't be driving.
If you think that, yeah.
Jameis Winston, comparing him to Peyton Manning is absolutely ridiculous. Let's remember something else. When Tim Tebow came out of college, He met with Josh McDaniels, and Josh McDaniels told us, oh, I had him at the chalkboard, and I was drawing up plays, and Tebow's football IQ is off the charts. It wasn't. It just wasn't. I think Josh McDaniels was trying to justify his choosing Tim Tebow in the first round where nobody else was going to take him in the first round. So whenever you hear that somebody has a high football IQ, it doesn't mean it translates. And it certainly doesn't mean you're going to be Peyton Manning once you become an NFL quarterback.
I can't see this, so I'll move it back to here.
Okay. Okay.